Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is little Friday nights foolishness, chit chat, and whatnot. Okay, y'all know ain't that much going on in the world. Okay, of celebrity news or whatever. But we have a few things to discuss. We also going to look at the fashion from the Wakanda Forever premiere. Okay, we'll have a little bit of a chit chat about the new Rihanna song from the movie coming out. Okay, but I hope everybody had a great day. We're gonna have a great weekend. Okay, I am in a fantastic mood and stuff. Okay, but hello to everybody tuning in to this live chat. Also, hello to everybody who will be watching the read of the play, because even though y'all all can't make it to the live, y'all always come through with the read of the play. Okay, and y'all know to do a couple of things. First, to make sure to subscribe to my channel, to become a whole JayBird, and. Okay, it's a thing to do. Do not forget to also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also on Twitter. Okay, you know to like the video, hit the like button because it's nice. Okay, it's a nice thing to do and whatnot. Okay, you can also share this video by hitting the little share button, share it on your social media and stuff. Okay, and y'all know you have that comment in the comment section. Why? Because it's a comment section, meaning it's there for you to comment in. Okay, to have a conversation between me and you and them and they and he and she and her and him and them and they and ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Okay, everybody. Okay, now I'm here. Hi, you know what I'm saying? I thought about Daria, because I wasn't live yesterday, so I'm looking at my Daria, my shirt that I wore yesterday because it's la 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 la. Saying little Daria shirt, okay. But hi, people, how is everybody doing today? Okay, now. Yeah, I know it takes time for the YouTubes to let people know that we on live or whatever. That's fine. Okay, but let me scroll on up. Okay, to say hi to the people who are here so far. Okay, I hope everybody had a great Friday. Okay, I had a fantastic Friday around here. Okay, you see, ready to cut up something. Ready to cut up. Around here. Hello to everyone. Okay, go ahead and put me on TV. Go ahead and put me on the TV. Okay, but thank you for liking the video first. It's always appreciated. Okay, all right, now what's up? What to do? Okay, what it do? Okay, but hello to the people. Okay, well, hey Nikki, how you doing? here, Dickie girl. Welcome back. Okay. But yes, hi to the people. Okay. I feel like my signal could have been weird, so how about me? Okay, so now look, the people, for some reason, people on social media just talking and fussing or talking and insinuating things, okay, and trying to discredit people. And I'm like, what is going on? So I was like, well, why not just have a quick conversation about it? Because it's the thing to do, okay? And I just want folks to sometimes sit down and be quiet. Okay, to sometimes sit down and be quiet, because it's like you can talk too much sometimes, and at some point, everybody on the screen talked a little bit too much and maybe should not have said nothing. Okay, or just not so much. Okay, not so much. Now, I want to first get into, because I'm not gonna hold y'all long. Okay, because it's Friday night. I got a wedding to go to tomorrow. I want to get my beauty rest. Okay. Y'all will see the dress that I ended up getting for the wedding and the ending of the Davis bridal fiasco. Y'all get that sometime tomorrow. Okay. I cannot wait to share that with y'all or whatever. But okay, we're gonna get started. Now I know usually I wait about 10, but I'm like, look, who's here, and that's what matters. Okay, that's what matters. And we're gonna leave that be. Anyway. First, we want to get into some fashion. Okay. Now, well, let's say this, because I don't have a graphic for it yet. We all know that Wakanda Forever, Black Panther 2, is coming out. It comes out November the 11th. I have already actually rented a theater. I'm having a private screening for close friends and family here in Michigan. Okay. Well, some folk come in from out of state, honey. For the Wakanda Forever movie, okay? If y'all do not know, the first single from the movie soundtrack, Lift Me Up by Rihanna, was released at midnight last night. I listened to the song. Have y'all heard the song? Okay? I can only pull it because I did not have a graphic because I wasn't thinking about it. And I was like, why not? Why don't you have it? But Rihanna, the song is called Lift Me Up. It is literally for the Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie. Even though it is Rihanna's first song, it's really for the movie. And a lot of people was like, oh my God, I don't like the song. You know, why couldn't it be something better? And I was like, what is y'all talking? I'm like, y'all do know the song was literally, it was Tim's, the artist Tim's, she wrote the song. Okay. She wrote the song. I'm trying to get a little picture of something up about what we're talking about. So I can start off with this, and then we'll get to the look. Because I'll give folk a few moments to come on when we're out, okay? So when I'm lead this up, okay? Because this is what this is about. It's about the Lift Me Up song by Rihanna. So a few people don't like the song. I listened to it last night. What time? I don't know, late last night or whatever. Listened to it last night. I love the song because I listened to it in respect to what it was made for. Okay, I know we've been waiting for Rihanna music for a long time. It's been about 6 years, 1,000 years, 1,000,000 years since we had any kind of song from Rihanna. So I get that. People probably expected her first song out to be something amazing, this and that, or that and this. Okay, but I feel like we have to also acknowledge the fact that y'all do know it was made to honor Chadwick Boseman. It was made to honor T'Challa in the movie. Okay, it's not Rihanna's first single for herself. She sang a song that was written exactly for a particular reason. So to hear the song and not think about the reason it was made, to me means y'all a little bit stupid. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Okay. So the song literally made me cry. I was, when I say bitch, look, what the thing at? I mean, I was like, because I can imagine this song is going to probably be playing when they're, doing either his funeral scene or whatever. Okay, whatever it may be. But I felt like you have to understand the point of the song. And once you think about, oh, that's the point of the song, to not just listen to it in that aspect means you on some bullshit. And I'm mad at you. So many people was on social media, dog. I don't know, what is this shit? Why she could have kept. I was like, what did y'all talk about? It's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful song. And I mean, what y'all can't be expecting Umbrella. Y'all can't be expecting a fat. You know what I'm saying? This movie, because she also did a video. Okay. The song to me completely fits the point. Period. Like it fit the whole point of the song. It was the song was not about Rihanna. Okay, you should not be around here listening to the song thinking, okay, this is something that Rihanna wrote to be out the first. It's like, no, ma'am, no, sir, no, thank you. That's not what it was. And I think it was Tim's who posted on her social media how, honored she was to, what did she write? Blessed. Let me share my screen with y'all. Let me share my screen with y'all. Because y'all can see, like, I was, this because y'all know me. When I critique stuff, I tend to try to, I'm not thinking of being done. When I critique stuff, I try to make it be about, I try to critique stuff in respect to what we're supposed to be, like I base clothing critiques based on the event. How somebody will dress at the Oscars will not be how they're going to dress at the BET Hip Hop Awards. So that's how I tend to judge shit. A soundtrack song is usually based on the movie. So I usually base my critique of it. What's the point of this song? And, Tim's, who wrote, blessed to have written this song in honor of Chadwick Boseman, and even more blessed to hear the baddest bad girl Riri voice it to perfection. And Rihanna, responded, said, "It's the pen for me. Love you, Sister Train." You know what I'm saying? Sister, you know what I'm saying? So it's like how people who are like judging the song because it's Rihanna's first song, in a while. Brian. Anybody who watch Family Guy, you cannot hear somebody say in a while and not quote Stewie Griffin. Okay? A while, Brian. Anyway, y'all don't love cartoons. So the song to me was amazing. It fit it fits us losing Chadwick Boseman, us losing the first Black Panther actor on the movies. It fit all of that. Okay, the words was just amazing, and I cried. I was like, oh, Lord, Chadwick is gone. And also, not only this, anybody who is no longer here, it put me in that mode, and I was like, that was the point of the song. But I think some folk is just so stuck on it's Rihanna and the type of music she do. So why would she have this be her first step back into the music realm? It's like, well, because some people don't want to come back in on their own shit. Let me give a taste of my voice, and then I'll have other stuff around here. So, and I'm not saying people cannot have their own opinion. I'm not saying everyone needs to love the song. You cannot like the song. I don't mind people not liking the song, but I don't like people not liking the song as if because why did she choose this? Why didn't she? It's like, bitch, it's for Chadwick and T'Challa. It's like, what is wrong with people? The hell? Right. In context, it's a beautiful message. It's for the soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? And again, I hope that the soundtrack has even, because I'm sure not all the songs gonna be sad. Because I think I seen on Twitter, somebody said, not all songs to honor somebody has to be slow, this and that. And I was like, sometimes you do have to have some slow shit when you sad, and some fast shit you fucking shit up. Because I'm pretty sure in that movie they're gonna kick some ass because Chadwick, aka T'Challa, ain't hit no more. So it's like, the first trailer for the movie made me cry because it was showing us they're going to be honoring the actor and the character who is now gone. So I was like, I just need people to pay attention to what's going on and what it's for. If you don't like it, cool. Don't like it, but don't like it based on wishing it was a faster paced song. It's not the shit ain't even about Rihanna. I'm happy to have her do it and not, let's have Beyonce on it. Let's have Jack. I like they pick somebody who ain't did music in a minute. We've been looking for her. And it sounds to me how somebody would sound singing to somebody they miss. So I like it. Okay. So if you have not heard the song yet, or if you heard it the first time or whatever, I'm just gonna say try to listen to it and remember it's not a Rihanna song. She didn't even write it. She's singing it. And it's actually an uplifting song. It's sad because I was like, oh, Lord, boo-hoo. I was boo-hooing. We all have, look, it's been a rough year. It's been a rough year for people, okay? So I felt like, let's appreciate the movie and how it was supposed to be made. And that's, because we was all, look, when Chadwick died, bitch, I cried for about 3 days. And I am very much aware of the fact that that may be the reason why I said, let me really rent the theater. Let me rent the theater, get me and my peoples, so I can cry amongst people I love. Okay. I also did not want to be in the theater because y'all know when the movie come out, everybody is going to go out and see this movie. Kids, babies, loud folk, people who smoke weed, and I did not want to be in a theater full of with crying kids or late people walking in, disturbing the goddamn scene or whatever. The person behind me smelling like weed, and I can't. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm gonna rent a theater, invite my close family friends, and saying look private. You know what I'm saying? It's like about 40 of us, between 30 and 40 people. Okay, for us to intimately enjoy the movie. And I'll probably go to the second time and sing with the masses. But because I want to enjoy it. Okay. Now, her body looks amazing. She got nothing coming out next Friday. And that'll be her. Okay. I agree. It could have been it. Well, it is a message to the community. It was a message to the community. It was. I can go there. Okay. But I was like, I just need folk to pay attention. Okay. I just listen to the song and the movie. It's right. It's a beautiful song. Anyway, that's all for the Rihanna of it all. Okay, now we can get into what I can't get into. Let's get into the fashion of the Wakanda Forever premiere that happened the other day, okay? And people looked how they looked, and let's discuss, okay? Now, first up, some of the men who was there. We have Ryan Coogler, Kendrick Sampson, Winston Duke, maybe did, you know what I'm saying? Daniel Kaluuya, is it Kaluuya? Girl, y'all know the man. Who he is, okay? All here looking different in their clothes or whatever. Now, first of all, these are some handsome men. You hear me? You hear me? Okay. Look, first of all, they all remind me of an ex. Okay, they all look like one of my exes. Okay, it wasn't current. Anyway, Ryan Coogler, who is the who was it? Tyler Perry posted a photo of him and Ryan Coogler, and I love how he said, like, Ryan Coogler is as talented as amazing as, you know, a Steven Spielberg, a James Cameron, and I hope he gets that accolades. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Ryan Coogler, who has done a lot of films, okay, a lot of films. I've never seen something he did and did not like it. And I like the fact that Tyler Perry, you know, just put that out in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a brilliant, you know, director. And I really can't wait to see what else he do. And I feel like also with that cat, Lupita was a little, I think it was either Lupita, I think it was Lupita, when they was, I have a picture of her too, but it's not part of my man. They was talking to Lupita about, you know, when they wanted to recast the T'Challa role. And I feel like she said how her mind and most of their minds could not wrap around the idea of replacing the character. And that the reason they did not do that was because they wanted to be able to honor him. And replacing him, you know, this would not be right. And I'm like, damn, so this was probably also a therapeutic moment for him because, I'm on live, I'm gonna call you back. Ma? You didn't mean to call me?
Sorry.
What you doing?
I'm walking in front of the house.
Okay, I'm on live. I'm on live. That's why I was wondering what's going on.
Oh, okay. Well, I ain't saying nothing else.
Bye. So, you know, I feel like them making this movie the way they made it was a way for all of them to grieve. I also feel like, because I've heard great things already about the movie, I love how they have taken their time to make it. We haven't had any spoilers, you know, at all or whatever. And I credit him because, you know, he was kind of put in charge of doing all this. Okay, so I'm amazed by him. But other than that, he looks fucking fresh. Okay, fresh to death. Okay, looking amazing. Okay, all white, black shoes, braided up. His wife was also there looking fucking amazing. I should have got her too. She was an all white too, looking, and he's wearing a necklace that has Chadwick Boseman on it. It's his face is on it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So Ryan Coogler, I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, Kendrick Sampson, I think it's Sampson, who was on Insecure. I like his suit. It reminds me of a black Dick Tracy, but in 2022. Okay, real sleek and suave and debonair. Okay, I like it. I like how the jacket to me isn't really black. It's like it's like a brownish black, but it doesn't, you know what I'm saying, look, whatever. Even though it's a boring look, it's not boring. It still looks suited and booted. Okay, it looks fitted and it's tailored to his body. Okay, I like that. You know, it's a plain black shirt. It don't look like it's from Target or TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx. Okay, so I like his outfit. Now my husband. Okay, my husband Winston Duke, aka M'Baka. Okay, okay. I love Winston Duke because he's a thick man who just looks like I want to just, you know what I'm saying? But I love his all black, but with the orange and black overcoat. I love the shades as well. Okay. Winston Duke for sure does it for me in many, many ways. Okay. Okay. Anyway, but I love the simplicity of his look, but it also looks very, very chic. It looks expensive. And again, not money-wise, material-wise. It don't look like it's gonna rip up after one wash. Okay? And I love it. Absolutely better love it. Okay? Daniel on end. Now, while I feel like I'm mad because his pants don't look as tailored as they should be. They look a little loose down by the ankles. I still love this burgundy suit. He's a very, very handsome man. Okay. I like it. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. But for me, the two winners for me is Ryan and Winston. Okay, even though all four of these men look amazingly dapper. You know what I'm saying? Because I love it when men try. You know what I'm saying? I hate when men come on these carpets and it's so simple. I hate that. I'm because you can be simple, but it needs to still look like you tried to get dressed. And each four of these people right here look like they tried to get dressed. I will also bang all of them. If we had to play marry kill, I would marry them all, fuck them all, and kill no one. Okay, at all. Now the next set of people that we have, so we have Rihanna and her man, her baby daddy, ASAP Rocky. We have girl Michael B. Jordan. We have Reagan John Paul, who played, you know what I'm saying, on Bridgerton or whatever. And then we have Latita Wright. I always pronounce her name wrong, so I always put it up so I can try to pronounce it right. Let's start with Rihanna and ASAP. It's fine. It's, you know what I'm saying. His look looks too ASAP Rocky for some reason. When it comes to any kind of award show, any kind of red carpet, he's always wearing something that to me is too big. It's always, you know, bulky, but he's a smaller guy. So smaller guys can usually get away with wearing clothes that are not fitting or whatever. But it just looks it looks messy to me. It looks messy to me. I don't mind Rihanna's look. Okay. It's fine or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That they're matching colors. Her dress is a bit shiny. Okay. New mom, new dad, out, amazing, feeling and whatnot. So yeah, I just wish his look was not so baggy. And his outfit, it's just baggy. Okay. Now Michael B. Jordan, somebody else I would probably sleep with. Okay. People kept saying that he looks like Jim Carrey in The Mask. I was like, not The Mask. Smoking. Okay. While I get the comparison, I love it. You know, Wakanda, the movie itself, always had bright, vibrant colors. And I feel like when us as, you know, the Black delegation, when we choose to wear bright colors, if we did it more often, people would not compare us to like cartoonish type characters. Color looks great on our bodies. And to me, he looks fucking amazing. Now, the bottom of the pants with a split like a little vagina, I don't understand the split vagina bottom of the pants. I don't get it, but it's whatever. I like the jacket he's wearing. Okay. I do. I like that I don't see a penis print, meaning the pants are tailored very nice. But I just do not understand the vagina cut at the bottom around the feet. That part I'm a little bit confused on. Okay, but I don't mind the color of the suits. I'm happy it looks tight. Well, the pants are like an inch too long. An inch too long. It ain't his best looking out, you know. It's not the best, but I like the color. Y'all don't like color. It was all like every time I post myself an outfit, y'all like, oh my god, you look amazing. All colors. I can rock any color. So I love it. You know what I'm saying? To the fact that he's wearing, you know, some color. Okay. Reagan Jean. I think is it Reagan Jean Paul? Reagan from Bridgerton. Okay. He was the Duke. The Duke. Okay. For some reason he looked like a condom to me. I don't know why he looked like a condom to me, but for some reason he looked like a condom. And not a bad condom. You know what I'm saying? This is a condom nonetheless. Okay. This is I wish his pants were a bit more tailored at the bottom. They're a little bit baggy. But for some reason he just reminds me of a condom. And we don't dislike condoms. We like condoms, protectors and stuff, okay? But again, it's fine. Now Latia Miss Wright, okay, who plays Zuri, who was also T'Challa's sister in the movie. Okay, people are assuming that she is the one, because in the comics, at some point down the line, the sister does take over as Black Panther. So people are assuming that she's the one who is now the next Black Panther. Okay, in the movie, we don't know because we ain't seen it yet. Okay, now, girl, somebody block Elaine, because what we will not do, get your ass up out of here. Let me find you and block you forever. Hide your ass forever. You can't comment not another time. Okay? Look, don't do that. There will be no Black Panther shit around here. Okay, we'll get you blocked immediately. You hear me? Done. Get your ass up out of here. I don't care how long you. I don't look. I don't mind people that don't come here about boycotting. Bitch, don't do it. And I mean, bitch, respectfully. And you piss me the fuck off. Don't do that. If you do not want to see the movie, take your ass somewhere and just don't see it. Don't comment that in my comment section after you done seen you sit up here and because I can't wait to see, so don't do it. Now be blessed. Blocked and blessed. Anyway, back to Miss Wright on the end. Now she is actually honoring Chadwick as well, because she is wearing a reimagined female version of the suit that Chadwick wore to the first Black Panther premiere. So I loved her honoring him in the female version of him. If I can find it real quick, if I can Google it, okay. But she is wearing just a version. Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther premiere. I believe it was him at the premiere. Yes. Boom. Okay. Now share the screen. Share the screen. Girl, y'all know me single. I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying, quickly move about. Okay. So she's wearing, as you see, okay, she's wearing a ode to Chadwick by wearing the same kind of, as you see up there in the corner. Okay, that was him, and then that was her. I was like, oh. Chadwick, y'all don't understand how I liked Chadwick Boseman as an actor, not just for the Black Panther movie, but him in general. And I mean, that's how I know, bitch, I know I'm gonna cry. Okay? I know I'm gonna cry. Because again, each person around here is honoring him in their own way, be it, you know what I'm saying, an outfit, a necklace. I think they showed somebody else who had like a tattoo type thing on their back of him. Okay. But again, you know what I'm saying, she is fully, wearing what she's wearing, and even the Wakanda, you know what I'm saying, over here, it's to honor Chadwick, who isn't here anymore. Okay. And I was like, come on, Black woman. come on. I was like, because it has to, like, even though it's hard for us as fans of the movie, as fans of the actor, like, we didn't know him in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did not know that man. And like, you know what I'm saying? They do him, work with him, this, that, and the other, whatever. So to even be at the premiere and you like, he ain't there. So she for sure wins best dressed round here, because it was intentional. You know what I'm saying? Each person had to figure out what they wanted to do, and I think she did it amazingly well. Okay, let's move on to the next set of people. Who do we have? Okay, so Tyler Perry, Lupita Nyong'o, Karuchi. We also have Haley and Chloe. Well, Chloe and Haley, the sisters. Okay, I like Tyler Perry suits. Okay, the purple to me represents vibranium, which is, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, Wakanda. Okay, so I love the purple velvet jackets. Okay, it looks amazing to me. Tyler Perry look nice. Okay, you know what I'm saying. So they shot the movie. Y'all know they shot it on his lot. And seeing Tyler Perry Studios around there, that's where they shot it at. So amazing. Okay. Lupita, I love Lupita's look. Okay, the skirt part, she could be kind of naked a little bit, but she ain't. I love how her hair is like a crown. Okay, I think she looks fucking gorgeous. I like that I've never seen this look before, and I think that's why I love the look on her. It doesn't look dumb. I like that. Now it could have been in a different color, but you know what I'm saying. In the movie, they also are all wearing white to honor, you know what I'm saying, the dead. Okay, so I love it. I love it. Okay, um, I love when I see something I've not seen before, and it's done really well. And Lupita for sure did that. Karuchi in this golden yellowish dress is something also I have not really seen before. Mainly because I don't know if that fabric is like not movable. If the wind is blowing, I can't tell what it is, and I love that. I love the fishtail braid coming down. Okay, simple hair, simple makeup. So I love look. I love the shoes, the little toe point. Ding. Okay, I love it. Um, Chloe, honey, come on, our thighs out. Because I feel like I've seen this somewhere before. I don't dislike it. I don't dislike it at all. It's cute. Okay, Chloe, I like the halo of the hair. Okay. Um, I like it, but I feel like I've seen it before. So I'm like, oh, whatever. Even Haley, I feel like I've seen this type of silhouette before. It's simple and black, but it's still cute. Both of them look gorgeous. Do not get me wrong; they both look amazingly gorgeous. But it's like, you know what I'm saying. One dress is like it's fully thighs out, shiny, look cleavage in the middle. Okay, and the other one is a simple mermaid dress. Okay, both I like, but it was what it was. Okay, but for me, Lupita wins. Okay, Lupita ain't Karuchi, but Lupita. Okay, but Lupita. Okay, the next up we have. Um, okay, so graph her name is fast, and I know her name. I know her name. What is her name, y'all? I know her name. Quinta Brunson. Quinta, Quinta, Shirley Ralph. Is her name pronounced Michelle Colgan? Yeah, but I put it's down. Y'all see that, okay? And then Angela Bassett. Okay. Quinta to me, I like it, but I don't like it. I think I don't like the blue part of it, but I also feel like it has meaning as like half Black Panther, half Golden Goddess. So I kind of get it. So I like it, but a part of it I don't like too, but I like it. I like it. The black velvet or maybe dark blue velvet part of it to me gives, Black Panther, the Black Panther suit. You know what I'm saying, that part. And then the golden part gives me goddess. God, moved on over to the upper or whatever. Okay. So I like it, but I don't like it. Okay, Cheryl Lee Ralph, who is a legend, but legendary outfit. This is not okay. I do not like this outfit. I'm like, was it a last minute invitation? Did you not know you was coming? I'm not sure what was happening here. I do not mind the color, but for me, I'm looking like for some reason I don't like it. I don't like it. It looked like what you wear to your 40-year high school reunion brunch. Okay, that's in September, so it's a little cold. So we're gonna make a little covered up. Okay, now Miss Cole. Okay, I don't like it because for some reason I don't know why, but the gloves make me think about stockings. I'm not sure why. I love the hair part. I love the blonde of the hair and the eyebrows or whatever. The part over her head, girl, the hat, the fabric over her head. I like, but something about the dress is so simple that I don't like it, and I just don't like it. Now Mrs. Angela Bassett, who is legend upon legend upon legend, and I love it. I love the purple royalty, vibranium, power, regal. I love the layers. I love there's the slits. I love there's a bit of a train. I love the hair. I love the makeup. I just love the look entirely. I think she looks fucking amazing, and she looks fucking amazing. Point blank, period. Okay. Oh, I love it. Okay, because I feel like it's also, and I don't want to say age appropriate because Angela Bassett looks like she's in her fucking 20s, maybe 30s. Okay, but I feel like sometimes we have people who are in their 50s or 60s who sometimes dress either too matronly or try to dress too young, and that be the weird part. But I feel like it's the perfect blending of just, bitch, I am fashion, I am timeless, and I look good. So that's what I love about Angela's look. Okay, let's move on to the next people. Who is it? I don't remember. Okay, so Tessa Thompson. I can never deny. I first was introduced to Deny, who of course is a part of the, she's a female. What's they called, the Dora Milaje people. But I first saw her on The Walking Dead, where she played, the sword person. What was her name? Michonne. So I love to see how far he's come. Now Ruth Carter, who I'll tell who she's in a minute, and then Coco Jones. So Tessa, who was in all white. I feel like folks who are all white was really to dishonor, the fact that Chadwick is not here. It's a very simple, basic look. That's it. Okay, it could be a beautiful ghost. Okay, and y'all know I don't like, and it don't look bad. It's cute. I like that it has pockets, but it's missing something. Like it looked like she was fucking get caught up in the sheets and this came out. And her hair is cute, makeup is cute, all that, but it's just so simple that I just wish it had, even if it had splashes of color on it, like just get some paint and splash purple paint over it. Okay, I'm leave that be. Now for Deny, it was too much ruffle. It was too much ruffle. I don't not like it, but it was still too much ruffle. And a part of me feel like I'm upset that the ruffle part don't match the girl. I like it, but I don't. It also reminds me of a flower. But like the ruffles are up here. It's the pleats that are here. I like it because it's different, but I wish it was a bit less ruffle. Okay, I'm leave that be. Her hair and makeup is gorge. Okay, gorge. But it's like this is the kind of, is she pregnant? Y'all know she pregnant? I'm only saying that because sometimes people wear a whole bunch of stuff to cover up bellies or whatever. So I don't know. Okay, but either way go, she looks gorgeous. Okay, now Ruth Carter, if y'all do not know, is the costume designer for some of the most amazing stuff around here all around. So I had to show her all white look. I like her. Now her all white look works because you can see the boot, a pant, that's a white coat with a necklace coming down. So while it's really, really simple, it's also chic. Okay. And I also feel like because she has her hair is colorful, that adds to the look. So it works for me. But I've seen the movies she's done, and I feel like she'd be amazing in different stuff. And so I love her work. So if you do not know, she did the costume design for both Black Panther movies, but she's also done it for all kind of other stuff too. Google her, you'll see. Coco Jones, who plays Hillary Banks on the new Imagine Fresh Prince that comes on Peacock. Season 2, she's coming up soon. I love her look. Her look has nothing to do with the movie. It's just a red, pretty look. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. I don't think that's a rule anymore. I don't think people follow that rule anymore. I don't know. But yeah, Coco's outfit is cute. It's all red. It also looks like a fly girl's bridesmaid dress. But again, I'm gonna let that be. Okay. Now the last set of people I had, I think this is the last set of people. Jamila, okay, who was on a couple shows, but she's currently on She-Hulk. Okay. So yeah, Jamila. And then Dominique Thorne. She's played in a lot of different little things here. I think she was on the Beale Street movie or whatever, and a couple of things. Okay, and then we know, of course, Marsai Martin. Marsai looks fucking amazing. I promise y'all, I love it when we can see young Black talent who grows into their adulthood, and the fact that we met her as a little kid on not grownish, Blackish. Blackish. And we now see her, I think she just turned 18. She literally blossomed into a young woman, and she seems so unproblematic. We have not heard about her getting into all kind of foolishness or whatever. She about that growth. Okay. And I love her outfit. Okay. Love it. I love the hair. Her makeup is gorgeous. Okay. The top she has on, how it looks like a freaking cutout. Even though it's a simple skirt with it, it's like you don't have to always have the whole your whole outfit. Sometimes does not have to be a wow piece. Sometimes you pair a really, really, really pretty chic shirt with a simple skirt. You can pair a simple all black look with an amazing sweater. Okay. Dominique is the quintessential opposite of what I just said. You know, when I say you stuff, everything don't have to be the wow. She wore a dress that was like, wow, wow, wow. And to me, it was too much. It looks like I was a bride who escaped the wedding. I ran away. And I ran through some charcoal and some cotton candy. And I ran here, and this is what the dress looked like. And you can see my garter. So I'm looking like, is that a garter on your thigh, or like is that your shapewear, or like what's the black thing by your leg? Because it looked like either a garter or like a shapewear short. So I'm not sure what she was doing here. The gloves also look like stockings to me. I don't know why. So I don't like her look. I may have liked it. Girl, I don't know. I wouldn't. I'm trying to think. Well, I wouldn't like it. Okay. Jamil, why are you here? The suit is fine. You get on probably get them from Skechers. I don't know. I like your sunglasses. You know what I'm saying, but it's girl. I don't know. It's like was it a last minute invitation? I don't know. What was it like? I don't know. Anyway, but again, Marseille wins it for me. Okay, now let's get into one thing, and then we're gonna get into the foolishness that is the back and forth of people. Okay, Khloe Kardashian. Okay, Khloe was on the Kelly Clarkson show, and she was on there to me trying. Oh my God, I'm just so. It's just so about me not being about the bullshit. I just do not want to be a girl. So Khloe said, it's not easy to unlove an ex. And I want y'all to hear a part of what Khloe said that made me be like, you're a liar. Okay, listen up.
Like, I've always been really proud of myself, the way that I'm still able to love people, even if they've wronged me, and I'm still able, how other people are like, oh, you need to be more vindictive or get them back or I'm so not that person. Like, I'm like, why? I think
it's a waste of
it's
energy.
a waste of energy. I really don't care that much to respond in that way.
That's literally what I say. I don't care that much. It seems like a lot.
It seems like a lot. It's not my personality. So why am I forcing myself to act a way I would never act on my own? But also, I think it shows our kids so much. I think, like, we're allowed, sometimes when people hurt you, it's not even personal. And, like,
sometimes they're hurting, and they don't know how, it's more about that person.
And we're all here to make mistakes. We're all on a journey of not perfection, of journey of just figuring out our stuff. And sometimes people make mistakes at our expense, but I don't think that's a reflection of me.
Khloe, you're full of shit. This is because I posted this along with clips of her on the Kardashian show when she was cussing and fussing about Jordan. So I feel like you can't come on here now as if we did not see your ass. Every time them Kardashians, mainly Khloe or Kim, try to say how they're not these people that don't do these things and blah, 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 blah. As if we, the people, did not see y'all fucking show and how y'all treated Jordan. The fuck? So to try to make it seem as if I'm not a vindictive person, I don't have it in me. No, not me. I would never do that. You're a fucking liar. You are a liar, okay? You fully went for Jordan and blamed Jordan for you and Tristan breaking up that time. And now that you have 2 children by cheating as third trimester Tristan, you want to make it seem as if now, it's so hard to, unlove someone. It's not so easy. People make mistakes, but their mistake is not a reflection on me. It's their girl, the fuck. Because as soon as y'all had the choice to not be vindictive, you and your punk ass sisters were the ones terrorizing Jordan, posting all kind of shit on social media and coming for that girl. And also, in hindsight, having your fans who support y'all do that to her too. So please miss me with the bullshit. I will never. Khloe Kardashian Simpson really does look. Look, if you the same way we know your daddy OJ did some shit, we don't forget. We don't forget what you've done to people either. And until Khloe Kardashian Odom Simpson apologized publicly to Jordan Woods for how y'all treated her with that kissing Tristan shit when she was like 20 or 21 years old. The fuck. So you can never be on. First of all, who the fuck? Why? I can't believe that Kelly Clarkson has like a successful talk show. I don't watch it at all. Okay, but to try to come on TV and try to make it seem as if I ain't like anybody else. Who hasn't been hurt? We all have. But y'all talked trash, cash, shit about Jordan or any female who dealt with a man y'all dealt with in the most vindictive, trashy, I want to ruin you manner. So y'all can never, ever talk this women's empowerment. That ain't in me. We've seen the shit. When Kim caught or saw Scott with some girl, and Kim proceeded to call the girl a whore after the girl was leaving, Scott wasn't even with Courtney. Kim herself talked cash shit about that girl who was there. So Kim is a motherfucking asshole too. So me, I will never allow Chloe or Kim to play the woe is me card in certain aspects, because again, what y'all did to Jordan still pisses me off to this day. And when Chloe was saying, because look, go to my look, y'all, I'm telling you, it's a short. It's on my YouTube channel and on my IG page. And they show Chloe yelling, "Liar!" She called Tristan and Jordan fat. The two fat asses told me again, bitch, you was fat too. So it angers me when they have this revisionist ass thought process, as if we didn't see what we saw. Bitch, you have been on TV 15 years. You have been, everything is on camera. Then it was a clip of her also talking to me. Why is this? I can't believe her, going to talk to Jada on the fuck. I have never been a Kardashian supporter. Never. So I won't let them rest until they say sorry to Jordan. Okay. Other than that, Kim, Chloe, y'all get what y'all get. You get what you get. This is grace part. They have shown Tristan more grace publicly than they ever showed Jordan at all. And to this day, they still make it seem as if they didn't do shit wrong. And could they have possibly said sorry privately? They could have, but y'all publicly drugged that girl name through the mud for like a whole season. But you kept fucking Tristan. Your sister lost her best friend, but you kept fucking Tristan. And now look at you. A single mother of two. And he has a whole other baby in between. I'm girl. I have to keep myself calm because they aggravate my nerve. And Lamar, old punk ass, who's always trying to get back in bed. I'm like, why do you want that bitch back? Anyway, let's get into the things we're here for. Okay. First up, Destiny and her shit. Okay. Destiny made the decision to be on her IG page, and she was answering questions. Okay. Because she said she wants to be more transparent. Okay. We know that Miss Wanda did it live. Miss Wanda did it live, and we may watch that live tomorrow. Because she said some shit. Okay, but she did it live. I have not had time to cut it down. The reunion was taped, like last week or whatever. So, things that probably happened at the place. Destiny is a person on Love and Marriage Huntsville who nobody really knows, truthfully, because she don't show her life. She's she's an enigma. We know it's there, but we don't know why or what it does or what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's over there. And that's no dig at her. I've said before, Destiny could have been a very much so likable character on Love and Marriage Huntsville, except she has always refused to show anybody who she is, what she got going on, or her true self. I feel like she's always saying to people that she gets a bad rap. People don't really do this or do that. I'm like, no, you, in my opinion, don't let enough of yourself be seen and you allow people to draw conclusions based off just the show, that's your fault. Because you have ample time to show us who you were on your own platform. Because you have your own IG to be able to say and show or whatever. So to me, you have allowed the producers to make you be in this box of someone we don't like. And that's why, for me, I'm not a fan of her like that. Like, I used to like Destiny. I did. And then when she came back and it was a quiet divorce and she just has been so elusive to whatever is going on, I feel like you can't be as real as you say you are if no one really knows who you are. Like, no one knows that lady. That's the weird part. So let's look at what the question that what she said was, okay, because she wants to be, open and honest or whatever. So ask me a question. Ask me a question. Okay, ask me what you want to know because you want to know it is what I guess you felt like. Let people in to who I am. That's smart. That's fine. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with letting folks know who you is. So she said the crazy part about life is that there are so many people living a lie. Social media has allowed people to sell narratives that don't align with who people are behind closed doors. It's really sad and troubling that when you don't sell a narrative, people make one up for you. Well, I decided to only speak truth. Only speak truth, okay? Because as I sit back and live by the code, I realize that people who don't honor the same code don't deserve it given to them. I will no longer let the narrative be created for me. I've always lived in truth, even if it was ugly. And the crazy part about it is, but we don't know. It's like, you haven't. I think in her head she has, but in public you haven't. Because there's still so many things that nobody knows. So you have not, like, to me, Mel and Martell has lived an ugly truth. Wanda, Keisha, and Marceau have lived in the ugly truth of their mess. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Mel and Martell are the main people, to me, that has really lived the messiness of their lives. It came out. Destiny has let out pieces of shit that we still can't put the pieces together as a puzzle. So to me, that you have not lived in truth, even if it's ugly, because you don't tell us shit. So being silent to protect others while they don't protect you, while losing my own peace, no more. Silence kills. Truth teller. Truth can't stay in darkness. Manifest destiny is law. It's the bullshit for me. Okay, so she then went on to answer questions. She say people asked her. Now, somebody said to me, do you think that she was around here sending herself questions? I was like, I don't know. So someone asked, why did you say to Ms. Van, stop pimping your daughter? And she said, I gave a quick response in a moment of high emotion because I felt disrespected. Yet I was raised rather than that. She is my elder and I owe Ms. Vanna an apology. My thing is, that's evading the question. Why did you say it? So does that mean you were lying? Cause to say, like, there's shade you can toss back at people or whatever to be in because you mad or whatever. But saying to somebody stop pimping their daughter is not a quick response. Where did that come from? So again, it's her saying, I'm going to be the truth teller. The truth would have been, I was lying. I was mad and said some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to own if what you said was truth or fiction. I feel it's fiction. Have you hung out with Sheree? Yeah, she's super cool and a beautiful woman. Again, if you say so. But again, trying to answer folks' questions. This one right here about the payment. I feel like that's you right. You lying right here. You're not being open and honest or truthful because where did it come from? Now, had you said, Ms. Van, go talk to Mark, that's a quick response. That shade to Ms. Van that comes from him saying a point of what's going on. But saying to Ms. Van to go to stop pimping your daughter is a blatant, disrespectful lie. Could you imagine if someone told her, hey, Destiny, stop pimping your son out to the daddy to get child support? That's shady as fuck. I just feel like someone saying stop pimping somebody, where did it come from? So you can't make a post about wanting to be transparent, be open and honest, and this and that and that and this. And then the first question is somebody asks you, you're not as transparently truthful about why you did that. Anyway, next set of things she said, okay? After watching the episode, did you notice that she spoke? Meaning she kept fussing, Mel ain't speak, Mel. And they said, well, Mel did speak. She said, what I noticed is that the caption had to be put on the screen because it was so inaudible, low, and disrupted by noise, which is why I didn't hear it. No, ma'am, they put it on the screen because they knew you were sick. This is the thing. In post-production, if you kept fussing all the rest of the season that she ain't speak, production will put up, she spoke. Because if the words were not there, I heard it. I heard it the first time. So again, like when someone say after why did you I did. What you could I did. I didn't hear her. Saying you didn't hear her was fine. But making it seem as if, well, she didn't really say it, you know, so it was so low. No, bitch, if you weren't so mad, and I mean bitch respectfully, if you weren't so mad, it may not have been so inaudible for you. So to try to make it seem like, well, no, production had to put the words on the screen because if production didn't put the word, no, I heard people heard it. Okay. What really caused the breakdown of your marriage so others can learn from it? When someone showed you who they are, believe them. You cannot love them through their darkness, no matter how hard you try. I don't know why I said it like that, okay? But again, that don't answer the question. Again, she wants to, I'm a truth teller. I tell the truth. I am the truth. But you ain't saying, you're talking in circles. And let me be truthful about something too. There's a way, if you do not want to discuss things, then do not open up a space for people to ask you questions that you then won't really respond to. What really caused the breakdown in your marriage? Because this is a gotcha. Destiny and the man dated or were together a total of like 7-8 years. And the fact that as soon as y'all got married and had to live together, that it ended. And we ain't heard shit from him. She's done tons of interviews saying basically, you know, it was him. He ain't said much of nothing, okay? And the fact that she can't say, you know what, we weren't equally yoked. It just did not work out. We were in the same house for the first time together. I had a baby, and we were not a good match. We were good long distance, but it did not work together. That's an honest response without even having to spill your own tea. Period. I'm a truth teller. I'm a truth teller. I'm not a liar. I'm a truth teller. Anyway, then she said, someone asked her, are you and your son's father still going through a custody battle? And do he live with him? Now I'm going to blow it up because I can't see it. You find it on my computer. So I can really see what she said. Okay, because this little paragraph. Where is it? There you go. So her response to the baby daddy, my custody agreement was made over a year ago. I've always been the primary parent. My son lives with me. I used to get really upset because I fought so hard to have a child after 5 miscarriages. And to be lied on about my parenting / motherhood was hurtful. There are so many layers to this. And if y'all knew the half, I swear you'd be heartbroken. Public knowledge for the fake bloggers. And y'all know she love to call me fake bloggers. Fake blogger, fake blogger, fake blogger, fake blogger, fake blogger, fake blogger. Girl, this is a gotcha. Again, she's saying how she's so real, this and that and that and this. Again, it's because you don't be, or you will tell that you look. In this day and age, when you don't give a full statement or response, people will fill in the blanks. And the fact that there was actual court documentation that had showed that for some amount of time, your ex-husband allegedly had custody of the baby, even if it was for one day, to try to, because you were trying to evade the fake bloggers, you helped them get more of a story. And not only that, nobody knew what was going on because you weren't talking about it. You were fully on a reality show that's supposed to be about love and marriage. And we barely seen you in love and we barely seen you in marriage. So you are out here playing, y'all here fucking dancing with dragons, okay? The dance of the dragons, okay? Targaryen shit. And you're not being fully honest. So people are filling in the blanks where they see fit. And there are fake bloggers, but there are also people who are not really bloggers. There are people who watch the show who comment about the fucking show. And that's what it is. So you like to try to make it seem as if these fake bloggers are the one who is misrepresenting you. It's like, no, you can easily clear up what you know is fake news. You also can get ahead of bullshit stories. So to me, she likes playing martyr a little bit. She likes being the victim a little bit. Again, you know, when someone asks about you and the baby daddy, the son, father, your ex-husband, let me bring up my 5 unfortunate miscarriages, because again, you then should feel sorry for me that I'm having to go through custody, whatever, with my ex when I wanted to be a mom so bad. So y'all can't be upset with me about being secretive or private about that. But it's like, man, you are on a reality show. This is nothing. If Destiny was a cast member of a regular show that is not supposed to be about people's lives, I could 100% understand her not wanting to have to be open about her private life. But you're not an actress. You signed up, come hook or crook, to be on a reality show that's supposed to be about your life. So you cannot be upset when people inquire about your life. You can't be upset if there's court documentation that at some point after your son was born, that for whatever the reasons were, your ex-husband had custody. You did not. You brought up after Martell went on a rampage saying how you was going to help him and you told whatever. Martell implied that you were going to tell him stuff or whatever by mail. On your live on IG, you said that people acting like you don't have your own custody battle going on. You said that. We didn't know that shit. So all of it's because it's stuff that's like public knowledge, because of the course is public knowledge. and you just not saying shit and knowing the ball gonna keep rolling and rolling and rolling, because some bloggers will pick up one statement and make a 4-hour video. Not me now. Not me. But when you do not clear shit up, sometimes that's what happens. I'm not saying it's right at all. But you cannot sign up for a reality TV show and then be upset at people being in your business. Excuse me. You can't. It's impossible. I believe that TV actors who play characters on a TV show that is scripted can say you don't have the right to know about what's going on in my life because I didn't sign up to tell you that shit. Now, some of them still do whatever, and we still know whatever. But we not going to act like you a victim of people prying into your personal life as if you did not sign up for the shit. You didn't even, you came on the show and not even in like season 3. You came on the show when it was already mess. So miss me with the bullshit. Now the next question that she answered was, I just want to say you are very much misunderstood on the show, but I love how real you are. Misunderstood is my middle name, girl. This is my look. No tea, no shade. I do not feel like she is misunderstood. I don't. I feel like Destiny fully knows or feels like she has the right to not tell people shit. I feel like she likes people inquiring about her. I feel like she likes making it seem as if she just don't know. I don't know how this stuff goes. I don't know how to work IG Live. I don't know how. I don't know. Then, girl, you need to figure it out. Anybody going into the reality TV world should know a few things. 1, people gonna be in your business. 2, social media is heavy into how people view you. So you have to treat it all like a business because it is. And if you feel like the show and the producers are not really showing you the right way, you can't be around here being silent. Then saying, I'm so misunderstood. This is my middle name. Okay. Now she said I own part of that misunderstanding, because I did not understand how my lack of responding to things would allow people to create their own story. Also, not being able to legally tell my story allows things to be assumed. I get it now, though. Truth teller, silence kills, speak truth. She told us when she came on and interviewed us that she had not signed anything legal to where she could not speak on her marriage. Okay? It was just like an agreement they made to not talk about it or whatever. Okay? The only legal aspect of it was probably the child custody or whatever. But I still feel like you still want people to assume shit based on what you don't say. And that's kind of impossible. And again, I'm not saying that she don't have a right to feel like she's looked at as a liar who no one likes. She can be upset about that. But I'm like, but you, in my opinion, has had time to fix all these misunderstandings. Because you have been misunderstood since you first came back to the show without no husband. When they came back on that season, it was right after the pandemic. And they're like, where the fuck is the bear? And he was just nowhere to be. He was like just nowhere around. Like you knew from that moment on, I need to get a hold of this, but you just did not. And now, even now, you still don't just own it. You like to make excuses for it. I could not legally tell my story. You can't talk about the legal proceedings. I get that. But this is more about you as a person who just seems very secretive. And we told her when we talked to her that, we want to get to know, like, people want to get to know you. But see, when we interviewed her, she did a couple interviews that I now do feel like she was doing damage control because she knew what was coming out of pipeline of what she was doing. And even seeing her now and the shit she pulling, where she's still just consistently speaking about male and not about her own shit. Like, you have a full-fledged legal battle with your baby daddy. You have all these other things. If you can't talk about your own shit, then why are you here? If you can't discuss your own life, why are you here? Until you can talk about your own shit, I will not be around here. Because every time we see you and you're speaking on male, it makes you seem bitter. Just saying. Anyway, so the next thing she said, the next thing. So will you be on next season? Because I hope so. Thanks, love. Per the king, Carlos King, the fans want to know more about me, and I do too. We've been saying that for a long time. I feel like you have had time to show the fans who you was. You have not done that. You have not done your job. And if you have not done your job, I don't think you should be back. Look, I don't want anyone to lose their job. I don't want anybody who is a single mother in a big ass house around there. Okay, I don't want anybody around there, lose their job. But I also feel like you have to give us something that is a part of your life, or else why are you here? Where is your scooter? Where is your scooter? Okay. I don't understand the hate, but you always resonated with me on the show. Stay true to you, heart. Thank you. I appreciate that. 1 minute they love you, the next they hate you, then love you again. Okay, it's par for the course. Yet all I could do is be me. I realize people admire fake more nowadays, and being real is cliche. Real, recognize real. That's true. That's why your ass is very unfamiliar. Because no one said you have to be perfect. No one. But if real recognize real, why does nobody recognize you? And to say that people admire fake more nowadays and being really cliche, it's like, but you seem fake. You don't seem real. Because when people ask you specific shit, you still be evading shit, talking around shit. I don't get it. I don't. And again, before folks disliked Destiny, they kept saying we want to know more about her. And the more we've seen her, the more I feel like nothing has changed. People were asking for sure to know more about you, and you didn't do nothing about it. And now that you have fully fell out with Mel, all your comments are about fake people. And we know you talking about Mel. Because she don't have no other issue with anybody except Mel. So there will be no reason for her to keep saying how, because she's not talking about Kimmy or Tisha or Martell. She would not be beefing with the guys. And to say people admire fake more nowadays means you're saying the fans of the show are idiots? Is that we're dumb? Okay. Anyway, she then said, okay, somebody asked her about her relationship. Okay. Now the reason I felt like this was weird, well, a little bit weird, okay, because I felt like we did not see enough of you as a couple with your ex-husband to really care about you being. Because I think You were with that man for 8 years. We didn't get to see any of that pan out. So I'm like, do we care? But when did you know for sure that you were ready for a new love or relationship? Still figuring that one out. She supposedly got a man, okay? But laugh out loud. I was kidding. When I knew when my heart was healed from the hope of what never came to fruition, I had to learn to love me for where I was and not who I used to be. Divorced, single mom, putting the broken pieces together, back together, regaining my flame, boss mom, girl, all these fucking hashtags. I was like, girl, answer the goddamn question. You didn't answer it? Fine, okay. Someone said, I support you. You are not aggressive. Why do they call you that for TV? Okay. Again, that somebody said, Jaylee, do you think did she send herself? I said, I don't know, honey. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay. People will call you everything but child of God when they want a stereotype to stick. I am who I am, and it is what it is. No one is perfect. That's wrong. No. No one is perfect. And there isn't a woman on Love and Responsible that hasn't had an aggressive moment. So if so, let me know. And I feel like if you're aggressive, and if the other women have also been aggressive, then everyone has had aggressive moments. So the fact that someone said that you are not aggressive, and then your response was some bullshit sprinkled in, and then you said, and there is not a woman on the show who hasn't had an aggressive moment. Well, that means the bitch was aggressive. No one said that you're the only one who's aggressive, but you are aggressive. Every woman on that show has had an aggressive moment. That's what it is. But to make it seem like they called you aggressive to put you in a stereotype is bullshit. You can't say it was only said for that reason, but then admit that everyone on that show has had that moment. I'm aggressive. I for sure have aggressive moments. My response to that can be, I'm not aggressive. They're saying that because no, bitch, I have been aggressive. I have been. That's not all of who I am. I think the thing they have, Destiny has a very standoffish, fuck you, bitch demeanor. Meaning, when she's in her feelings, she blocks off any niceness and becomes either silently aggressive, passive aggressively aggressive, or just aggressive in her moments of being frustrated, as a lot of people have. You should own that shit. But if you're always doing it, that could be why they'll say that you're aggressive. Because whenever you're in a point of contention with somebody, you get this defend aggressive nature about yourself that they're like, girl, what are you aggressive? What calm down? What are you doing? But you can admit that every woman on the show has done it, but one that said but on you, it's to support for something to stick. No, you have, girl, the fuck, you are aggressive. It's fine. It is what it is. Okay, boom, pow, pow. Now, next thing she said, all of you women can do big things together, being black women with business. She said, oh, I agree. I've always been a proponent for that. Always. Actually, Letitia is working on something amazing. I'll let her share. Don't be mad, T. I won't. Same thing. So it's looking like you want to say that you want to work with everybody, T. That's fine. But you also be beefing with people. And we had a moment to squash it and just be cool and let them promote your business at your reopen of Madani. You chose to be this standoffish, aggravated, pouty, childish bitch. Simply because you cannot move past, I don't like them. Why they here? So if you and Tisha working on something, whatever, let's hope it's something. It is what it is. I don't know. Now they also said you've been caught telling lies. Okay, PPP loan can't pay employees. Tell the truth. I was like, oh, that question was not smart. Okay, that was a real question. Okay, I'll address it in an upcoming interview. This is the great part. We asked her that question, and she still has not really fully answered it. So it's weird to me that I'll address it. Girl, but you've already been asked that question. But I mean, if you have another story that you want to tell about the PPP loan shit or whatever, that's fine. But again, you don't have to wait for an interview to tell your truth because you literally have your own platform. To me, Destiny has been using interviews to try to get around the bullshit that's coming up. Because if y'all recall, for when I reviewed the show last week, I said the six of them all sitting down, been able to come to some kind of agreement or whatever. I said I hope Destiny does not get in Tisha's ear talking shit about Mel to bring Tisha back into not liking Mel. And the scene we see coming up next week is her bad mouth the Mel to Tisha, and Tisha old dumbass joined in on it. And I'm like, see, that's that bullshit. Because I don't feel like Tisha and Mel have to be friends, but I do feel like they can get to a point on the show where they kind of, they're cordial. I can't be cordial with you if I see that whenever you are in that girl, whenever you, Tisha, are around Destiny, that you're going to be bad mouthing me. I can't be cool or cordial with you in that action. And I said Destiny's going to be the one to make them not keep, because Destiny needs somebody to not like Mel with her. And she can't get Kimmy on that bandwagon. She can't get Stormy on that bandwagon. I don't think Tiffany matters enough on the show to be on that bandwagon. So she gonna tag along Tisha. Let's not like Mel together. Even though Tisha and Mel came to common ground at that meeting. And shit moving forward could have been, cool. But again, in my opinion, she gonna do some more interviews to get ahead of whatever bullshit coming up. Okay? I've already made the decision. Because I'm not really reviewing many shows. I'm not trying to interview people. No, okay. I'm trying to chill out. Okay, because let's see what she said next. I think like 2 more slides. Then we're gonna get into Candice and Buffy. Somebody said if you decided not to be a male minion, and for that I respect the fuck out of you. Stay true to yourself. I can only be who God made me to be. I don't really like the light they depicted of you this season. Is it Mel or Carlos false advertising? I'm not perfect, but I don't either, love. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? This be that bullshit. Because Destiny and Mel are not friends because Destiny made a decision to not be Mel friend. They're not friends because Mel decided to not fuck with Destiny no more. Destiny kept trying to still get cool with Mel. Truthfully, people were saying after the season where Mel and Destiny was talking at the end of that. That was like I think it was a video shoot premiere, whatever. And Destiny was like, "Can you be my village?" And it was, bitch, what? Then we had the reunion. It was friction. She heard, and the fact that we see Destiny and Tisha jaw jacking about Mel, I can assume that's the same way they probably were talking, thinking Mel didn't hear them. So Mel, who made the, because what they said, Mel decided once she heard Tisha and Destiny talking shit about her, is when she's to, I'm gonna draw back. Can't do it because you out here talking about me with somebody I'm at odds with. So it's weird to me that someone like, oh yeah, you chose not to be a male minion. If Destiny had a choice, she would still be friends with Mel. She would be. But I think because she saw Mel was just over it, she knew okay, well, fuck you too then, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Well, fuck you too. And she then jumped on the me and Tisha are the two who don't like Mel. And then whole about how she's being how she's being depicted this season. Everything that she say is shit that she said. Like it's like nobody is in my opinion, no one is depicting her a certain way. She's saying shit and they showing it. When she went to Martell, like what Mel said, you may be fucking Melnika. And he like, I ain't gonna get into that shit. And she was like kind of upset that he did not take the bait. You can tell she tried to talk to whoever about Mel because Martell used to take the bait. So I'm like, to even make it seem as if she's being depicted in a certain way, it's like, no, you talking cash shit about me. Every conversation is about Mel. I don't like Mel. Can't not, as we said, Mel should not have come to the damn reopen of Madani. However, we all know production had a production day and everyone had to come to set. That's why everybody on the show except Lucy, but it don't matter, was there. Period. So again, full of shit. Now, the last thing she said, when I said, really? Really? Okay. Someone sent her a message and said, but Mel is the only cast member on that show to put you in a place to win. And this was her response. And this why I said, you tried to discredit Mel and give credit to Martell. I'm grateful to Carlos King and whoever else name it is, because these are the people that had the power to say, go. Now we know that Mel's shirt is when God say go. So God didn't grant Mel the power for her on the show. Okay. Pick up what I'm putting down, okay? Also, shout out to them two people for seeing me at an event, supporting the host and saying, who is she? She's a star. Get her on camera. And Martell saying, she's crazy. That's crazy. I need to be on the show. Laugh not loud. It all happened very organically. Now, let's be real. Martell Hope is the glue that holds and brought all the original cast together, including me. We all were his friends. First, don't misconstrue this message with me not being grateful to all parties. But I told y'all I'm only speaking truth facts, no more. Girl, you want us to believe that dumbass Martell, who don't have a builder's license, who could not get his shit together after the divorce, is the mastermind, the glue that holds you. This show, you was not ready for marriage, because any married woman would not discredit the woman behind the man. And as we all have saw, Mel was the brains of everything. For you to think, for you to say, when somebody said Mel put you in a place to win, because you never had seen the Martell before, you were Mel's friend for seasons. You were always Mel's friend. It was never about you and Martell ever. You were at a party for Martell and Mel. You were, look, Destiny, baby, Sugar Child, Honey Bunch. You know I love you. I can't help myself, okay? You're not a star. You are not a star because you still driving down the wrong road. Carlos himself has said Mel was the brains that got the show off the ground. You were not even around the show at first to make it seem as if everybody was Martell's friend, as if his wife was a stranger like your husband is to you. Because when y'all had to live together, y'all broke up. The bullshit about it is the show was supposed to be about the three couples because the three couples were working together. It was never about Martell's friends. Ever. To call that man the glue that holds it together and brought the cast together as if Mel just sat back and did nothing. You shot more scenes with Mel than you did with Martell. So that's how she put you in a place to win. When your life was only cut off and she paid the fucking bill, that's how she put you in a place to win. She took you out, she made you was in the dark. So some folk don't like Mel. I don't mind if you don't have to like Mel. But if you can't see that Destiny has a revisionist history because she now don't like Mel, you're fucking delusional like she is. Period. Ma'am or sir, because I don't know what you are. Because that's not who they were in business with, person. And the fact that they were not just Martell's friends. Because if you don't know, they're also Mel's friends. That's why when they said when Mel found out about Martell cheating, that Marceau went over there and got Mel. Why? Because he was also whose friend? Mel's friend. And when you are married and you are married couples, y'all are all friends. So no one can act like why doesn't Mel have her own solo friends? Martell don't either. Maurice and Marceau are brothers. They a package deal. And they are the fact that Mel is the one with the fucking building license, who was the one doing all the paperwork, shows they were all friends. The fact that they were all six in business shows it was all together. You cannot say those are Martell friends. No, they were all friends. They were all friends. Destiny did not mention that she was Martell's friend until after she fell out with Mel. At the end of the day, if I have been married to my husband for 13 years and we are friends with two of the couples, we are all friends. And y'all have to get reality show friends and life, hanging out, life friends are different. Not air boom. Not all people want to be on TV. Y'all rarely ever see my sister. Why? Because she don't want to be on social media. But I have a sister. I have friends too who do not want to be around here, and I don't talk about why, because they don't. You know what I'm saying? So they brought people on the show who wanted to be on the show. Tisha has siblings who we never see. Maurice and Marcel have a sibling who we never see. So we can't make it seem as if, well, male friends don't be up because they don't want to be on the show. The comeback group were friends. That's what the point of the show. So the fact that anyone wants to discredit Mel, meaning Destiny, and try to prop up Martell to being the glue. Martell can't do shit on his own because he don't have a license to do shit. He could barely shoot scenes because why? He would divorce him, and Mel would divorce him because Mel divorced him. In his scenes, we haven't even seen him do many scenes with his friends. So people who don't like Mel like to support the bullshit that somebody say that discredits her. When Carlos King said on many occasions the brainchild came from Mel, and that once she found out that Martell was still cheating on her after the show got picked up, that she wanted to leave. If Martell was the brain behind it, if those was only his friends, he could have said, well, bye, Mel. Because those his friends. He should need her. So people don't be thinking about how the shit don't make no sense. But Destiny, but Mel was the one who put you in a place to win. People don't like to admit this. Mel was the standout person on the show. The same way that Nene Leakes was a standout cast member on The Housewives of Atlanta. It did not mean that the other cast wasn't there, but that was a standout person on the show in the cast. Every time anybody having a scene, who they discussing? They're discussing Mel. Destiny never had anything negative to say, discouraging to say about Mel to win to feel like with Mel. And now when somebody say, hey, Mel put you in a place to win. Because up until y'all fell out, you were always shooting scenes with her, and that was your friend. That's who you were confiding about shit. But now that y'all ain't cool no more, and you can't suck off her teeth, for lack of a better term, now you want to say, Carlos King was the one who gave me the chance. Okay, the folks who saw me at Mel and Martell's event gave me a chance. But guess what? If Mel did not want to shoot with you, because you couldn't shoot with Tisha or Kimmy, you and Martell were hanging out and shopping and talking. So people don't like Mel, and that's fine. You cannot like Mel, but y'all can't make it seem as if that girl is not one of the stars of the show. And this show is only in season 4-ish, 5-ish, whereas Atlanta they're on season 15. So it's like you can't be right. You can't be on bullshit. Destiny is on bullshit. Had she just said that Carlos greenlit the show, the folks who saw her, whatever, cool. Once you bring it into Martell was the glue that hold it together. He brought a cast together. including me, who are his friends first, and trying to squeeze in. But don't misconstrue this as a message, like with me not being grateful to all parties, meaning you, girl, the fuck bye. That's what I mean about you. You can't say you. No one can say that is truth and facts, as if Mel didn't do shit. It was all Martell. Miss me with the bullshit completely. Okay, now I used to like Destiny. I really, really did. But this truth teller shit with half truths and full lies don't make sense. I would never not like someone enough to want to rewrite how shit had looked on the outside and on the inside. But some folk don't like Mel, and so they would never want to admit that Destiny right now is being full of shit. Because you don't, Destiny never has to be a male friend, but you can't even let go of your hate for Mel, which makes you look bitter. Period. You don't have to like Mel, Destiny, but you look bitter because all your conversations go back to Mel. And if Martell is your friend, then go hang out with him and don't talk about his ex-wife. Because if Mel was not your friend first and Martell was, y'all ain't got nothing else to talk about but Mel. That's it. If that man is your friend, y'all should have more to discuss than his ex-wife, who you say didn't help you do shit. Even though we know you're lying. You should be able to move on from who you're beefing with. But you can't. Okay, now let's move on to Candice and what's the girl name? Buffy. Okay. Because they was around here being insane. Okay, but first, take a second and do what? Like the video. Because y'all know liking is the thing to do. Okay? So, Candice, Buffy, and Chris. I am so shocked that this even became a thing because I was like, what the fuck is going on with these? Why are they fussing and what they arguing for? Jesus? I didn't get the whole point of even an argument. Because it's like, when did Buffy even have any beef with that lady? For what and for how? And why did it come out now? Like, why y'all fussing at night? I was so confused. As folks say, this was not on my bingo card. Was not on my bingo card. Okay, so Buffy, as y'all know, was on one season of Married to Medicine seasons ago. I don't even remember what season was that on? I don't even know. That girl, was Mariah on that season? The girl. Anyway, Buffy is no longer on Married to Medicine. Buffy, after that, was very upset about Jackie speaking about her, not being able to have kids. They call her infertile. She was always upset and hurt from that. And for her, look, I still feel like Jackie was dead ass wrong for that. I feel like she was dead ass wrong. And Jackie was so in her feelings beefing with Simone. I do feel like Jackie never fully, genuinely apologized to Buffy on the show. I think each time she said sorry, it was from a place of, bitch, leave me alone. However, Buffy needed to move past that shit. Separately, after she left the show, Buffy started doing YouTube videos about reality shows. That's part one. Y'all know Buffy was a person who was on, y'all know the messy group, all about the tea, who was a girl, all kind of shit happened on that thing. But she was a person on that panel, and she had been saying shit. But that panel been gone for a long time. Okay, this is the great part. All about the tea at one point was a very popular YouTube. I'm not going to phrase up. All about the tea. A very popular YouTube channel. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen so we can see together. Okay, now the avatar, because no one ever knew who Monica was. No one ever knew who she was. We had only, it was an avatar. But she had a panel. A lot of folks on there, Schoolboy was on there. I didn't know was that I thought Schoolboy now. But Buffy was a person who was reviewing shit on the panel. Okay, now we know that panel exploded. A whole bunch of shit went down. Okay, Schoolboy actually interviewed with us. Was the first interview that we did or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Monica has not done a video in 7 months. Monica, her panel, used to do videos every day and would have thousands upon thousands, up in the hundreds of thousands views. Okay, it was a very, very, very popular YouTube page. Okay, doing amazing numbers every day. You see right here, Marceau Scott confirms fourth child had 190,000 views. Okay, Marceau Scott, sugar baby, 600, and girl, you know what I'm saying? A very, very, very popular thing. Buffy was on there at that point in time, and they were discussing the shows and stuff. But again, after the whole fallout with the panel, she fell off, and she been gone now for 7 months because her numbers. I think that people just did not ever trust her because of the big blowout that happened. That's why when stuff go down on YouTube now, it'd be like, you know what I'm saying, don't have it be no messy shit. So Buffy was on the panel saying shit back then. The panel broke up. The panel, yeah, they were high key messy. So Monica run her panel like this. She would do clickbait. If Marceau said jokingly, yeah, I got 4 kids, yeah. Her title would be Marceau confirms 4th child. Boom. This, that, or the other. But it would be clickbait shit. It really would not be that. Okay. So a lot of people did not like that. It was a clickbait channel. Okay. But when that shit imploded, Buffy started doing stuff on her own. So Buffy has her own YouTube channel where Buffy reviews TV shows. She may happen to have been a person who did 1 season of Murder Medicine, but she became a YouTuber. Okay. Yeah, she had 2 panels. Like a daytime one and a night one. It was a lot of stuff going on now. Okay. The players mess, clickbait shit, all this stuff. Okay. So that's where Buffy was doing shit after she left the season she was on the show. But she's been reviewing shows as a YouTube reviewer. Well, Candice, I don't follow Buffy at all. I do now, but I think I followed her. I don't remember. Buffy reviewing shit, whatever. Candice posted this on social media. And I know when I leave this platform, whether I leave of my own volition or I'm fired, I'm going to leave. Like, actually go. Be onward and upward. Some of you need to let go of the platform that has already let go of you. Peace is a commodity I pray find you in infinite supply. And I posted that and said, how long were you talking about? I thought she meant Nene. Because Nene, the day before, was on Larry King Live, Larry Reid Live, talking. I thought, I'm like, is it, is it Nene? Was it, Monique? I don't know. I then found out, no, bitch, it was goddamn Buffy. Because Buffy posted a video because somebody said to Candice, put a name on it. Put a name on it. And it was deleted then, but she put up, it was Buffy. So Buffy posted this.
This mess.
So the little box in the corner, she put up Candice's reply saying her post was about Buffy. And how Buffy is in everybody mess, this and that and that and this. So again, this is what she said.
I'm going to start this off with this. Candice, I know that the fact that I'm fat and you're fat phobic just really grinds your gears, that I even have the audacity to breathe the air that God gives us.
I do feel like Candice don't like fat people. Like, I don't like her, but I don't like Candice, but I do feel like in my spirit, Candice don't like fat people. I feel like Candice will always talk about somebody if they fat. I believe that. Okay, so I do think that part is true.
And I know that you are still seething because I sat on the All About the Tea panel and commented on Real Housewives of Potomac. You seem to be the only one from your show that's so pissy about what I said on that show. I don't know why. But like people tell me to get over the fact that there was a public autopsy done of my non-functioning uterus, you should get over the All About the Tea panel. Additionally, I am not counting your paper. I'm always a champion of Black women making money finally on their own. I'm proud of you for that.
Now that was tea. Because y'all know the whole thing with Candice was her living off her mama. So her saying, finally you're making money on your own, meaning you're out of mama's house. I was like, girl.
But I will tell you one thing. Money is probably the topic you shouldn't try me on. Okay. All right. Thank you for sending people to my new page. I'm trying to grow MRSMD. Hey, nieces.
So, okay. Candice was like texting people, not texting, was tagging, Buffy in the back and forth of it all. So, I was like, how did y'all start beefing? But again, it came from back when she was on All About the Tea panel, talking cash shit about Candice. But, this is the thing. YouTubers and people who comment on shows are literally just fans who give their opinion on shit. So my thing is, a lot of people talk cash shit about Candice, about Chris, or whatever. So I was like, why does it matter that it was Buffy? So I was like, is it because she was also on Bravo? I feel like somebody who used to be on Bravo, you can't, like, we told Nene to do YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, Candy do YouTube. I just saw that Karen, from Potomac now has the YouTube. Heavily has the YouTube. So people on these shows can no longer feel like people can't talk about the shows like regular people. Now, how you do that will be how people take what you say. If they feel like you're being messy and petty, and it's the bullshit. But again, I don't watch Buffy, so I have no idea what her temperament is. Okay, now I pulled a clip of what she said on her channel recently, because I feel like in order for us to have a conversation, I at least want to be able to, see how she talks about the show on her YouTube channel. Now, this is a clip from one show review that she did, and I want to reiterate, a lot of YouTubers are messy, not even messy. A lot of YouTubers will talk shit. I talk cash shit about people. I try my best to be respectful, but to me, if she is a YouTuber who reviews shows, you can't make it seem like they haven't let go of Bravo because they review the shows. Reviewing shows, I've always said, if you have a platform where people know you, it's a money-making machine. If people will watch you talk about stuff and we have a conversation, that's called being about your business. If Candice, smart Candice, will have her own YouTube channel too. It's just extra money. So I'm just whatever. But I want to show y'all what Buffy was saying recently about the last episode of Potomac. First of all, let me say something to you. Let me. First of all, I'm gonna block you, because the one thing I hate is for anybody to come to me and tell me to go watch somebody else. I don't care who it is. Okay, don't tell me I am reporting shit wrong. Okay, because you spoke too fucking soon. I don't need to watch anybody's channel. People I do know or people I don't know. I've always said, do not come to our channels. You should never go to any YouTuber channel and tell folk or tell them to go watch somebody else, because this is my fucking channel. Folk is here for my fucking opinion. So don't come around here telling me the fuck I need to do. Okay? Mind the business that pays you. Because what you did was got yourself blocked, so you not allowed no more to comment no more. You hear me? Because I don't like you. I hate when people come to YouTuber channels and say go watch somebody else for their opinion. That ain't why I'm here. I don't have to watch. If I go watch Jamie and say what she said, I'm copying Jamie. Why would you want someone to copy somebody else? Jamie gave her opinion on what she saw. I don't have to copy any motherfucking body. Don't do that. I'm reporting shit wrong. I ain't even said much yet. The fuck? So do not go to, word of advice, do not go to any other YouTuber channel and tell them to go watch somebody else while I'm here talking. Sometimes just shut the fuck up and let the YouTuber get their point out. Okay, do that. The fuck? I'm like, how the fuck you mean I'm doing some shit wrong? The hell? Don't disrespect anyone like that. Don't tell me to watch anybody. Don't tell anybody else to watch me for their opinion. Allow each YouTuber to have their own opinion and talk about what they do. Period. Lord Jesus. Okay. Now we're gonna keep being blessed. So, as I was saying, as I was rudely told I wasn't doing some shit right, let's listen to what Buffy said about Candice and Chris.
I can understand that Giselle felt uncomfortable, especially with Candy ass husband. Like, his wife is not the most stable person. And so I wouldn't want to be nowhere without her presence, especially if he's in my hotel room talking smack about his wife. That's weird. It's weird. Now, it's probably not weird for Chris and Giselle's relationship. Listen, Chris seems like he's like such a nice guy. He's so friendly. He's always trying to like make everybody feel comfortable. I don't think for a minute that he's like a bad dude. Please make sure that's known for y'all. Candice bots, come for me. I done been at the end of your wrath before when she came for me because I was crying on TV and asked Bravo to apologize for releasing my medical information and allowing people to bully me about it.
So yeah, her voice is speeded up because we have to speed up stuff to not get it flagged. Okay, so that's why the voice is different. It's a little off.
But I think Chris is a good guy, and I think that Chris and Candice really are in love and a real couple. But you cannot discount a woman saying she felt uncomfortable and that her intuition was like something's wrong. Her intuition could have been like, I don't want no smoke from his wife. Her intuition could have been like, I don't want it to look like something is going on that shouldn't go on. She was just being smart. The fact that she then told Candice, I would have told Candice sooner, but you know, this is the thing y'all don't realize about this show. These girls ain't friends. They work friends. So they probably seen each other since the reunion. Let's just keep it 100. And so that's probably why she just telling her now. Plus, why waste the scene? I mean, the reality is y'all want to say Giselle trying to get a storyline, all that. No, Giselle's calculating and smart. This is how she pays her bills. This is how she sending her girls to college. So let me say the scene for when we filming. And she did, and she gave us great TV. Now, Candice, I don't do you. I can't stand you. You were evil to me, and I know for a fact you were the one saying all that vile, horrific stuff on those fake pages, and you did it on your real page about my uterus and sending me adoption company links and all that. But I know you're immature and broken, and you need some help. So, but I'm.
I was like, woo, okay. Now, I'm going to say this. I've heard people say worse things about Candice. I don't think I've said worse things about Candice, but I've heard people say worse things about Candice. Now, Buffy saying that she feel like Candice was the one sending her all kind of shit. That's Buffy's opinion. I don't know what proof she has, but whatever. Okay? That's on Buffy. But I feel like Buffy at this point in time was reviewing a show, talking shit as other YouTubers do. If Buffy feel like I don't like Candice, cool. Candice, y'all think Candice would not say the same thing about Monique? And I'm not defending Candice. I mean, I'm not defending Buffy. What I'm saying is, if someone don't like someone on a show, they probably gonna have good things to say. But I don't feel like what she said was so horrible, for one, because I've heard folks say worse things for two. And she then followed up with some nice things to say. But I'm looking at Buffy as a YouTube reviewer. She didn't go to Candice's IG page and say shit. To me, she said shit on her channel and her thing, as YouTubers do. So I'm not looking at Buffy as a housewife, as a employee of Bravo. She has not been on Bravo in a few years, for one. She's reading someone she don't like, for two. All YouTubers do it to some extent. Some of your faves, including me. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know what? I try my best to not go too deep in me. Okay? But we've heard Candice say worse shit about people too. So I didn't get the big issue. But let's keep listening.
I'm going to say this. I am with you 100% about being ride or die for your husband. 100%. I do not blame you for reading that producer for Phil. I do not blame you for cutting that scene. I don't blame you for saying you better leave all my damn fourth wall in here, period. You gave the girls what they wanted. I even liked your green screen. You looked fantastic. And the whole neck, ankles. You always going outside some woman look, but that's all right. Your day gonna come as soon as you have a baby. You gain a little bit, 2, 3, 4 pounds. But
So again, to me, in my opinion, she said some shit she didn't like about Candice. She also gave her props for the shit and then said, you know, because her thing is, she's also insinuating that Candice has said mean things about people's weight who was bigger. And she replies, you know, it's okay because once you have kids and gain a pound or two, you would get, it was shady shit. So I didn't get from this video what was so bad. I didn't get it. Now I'm rewinding a little bit. Let's see.
Company links, and all that. But I know you're immature and broken and you need some help.
I want to fully play out what she said about Candice. So folks, because I can't go back and listen to all her reviews about that lady. I can't. But the fact that we've heard Candice say worse shit about people, why is y'all mad?
Told Candice, I would have told Candice sooner, but you know, this is the thing y'all don't realize about this show. These girls ain't friends. They work friends. So they probably seen each other since the reunion. Let's just keep it 100. And so that's probably why she just telling her now. Plus, why waste the scene? I mean, the reality is, y'all want to say Giselle trying to get a storyline, all that. No, Giselle's calculating and smart. This is how she pays her bills. This is how she sending her girls to college. So let me say the scene for when we filming. And she did, and she gave us great TV. Now, Candice, I don't do you. I can't stand you. You were evil to me, and I know for a fact you were the one saying all that vile, horrific stuff on those fake pages, and you did it on your real page about my uterus and sending me adoption company links, and all that. But I know you're immature and broken, and you need some help. So, but I'm gonna say this: I am with you 100% about being ride or die for your husband, 100%. I do not blame you for reading that producer for Phil. I do not blame you for cutting that scene. I don't blame you for saying you better leave all my damn fourth wall in here, period. You gave the girls what they wanted. I even liked your green screen. You looked fantastic. And the whole neck, ankles. You always going outside some woman look. But that's all right. Your day gonna come. As soon as you have a baby, you gain a little bit, 2, 3, 4 pounds. But no, you were funny. I'm gonna give you your due. You were funny, and you handled that well. You didn't take the bait and start fighting and cutting up and acting a fool. You took it to the producers and gave people some memorable damn TV. So you know, that's it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But I want to know the following. I thought it was very cryptic when the Grand Dame did her shady interview and said that there was a time when a husband hugged her a little too tight, where it felt like her boobs were being smushed, and that she had made comment to people about it and just decided to let it go. I find it really ironic that she won't disclose who the husband is. So let's run down through the husbands. There's Michael Darby. Why the hell would Grand Dame say if it was Michael Darby? Everybody know Michael Darby is nasty, be in these streets with all the children. Like, if it was Michael Darby, she would have just said Michael Darby. Plus, Ashley is divorcing him. So, allegedly. So she would have just said if it was Michael Darby. So it ain't Michael Darby, in my view. Juan ain't never around. Probably ain't gonna marry Robin Dixon. No, Juan ain't hug her too tight. That didn't happen. He ain't never around to do that. So it ain't Juan. Chris Samuels. Do I think first of all, Chris Samuels couldn't hug. He would have to pick her up to hug her because she's so small and he damn near 7 feet tall. It wasn't Chris Samuels. So it leaves us with Chris Dillard.
And so I showed all that to show she was saying shady shit about everybody, like YouTubers do. As a YouTuber, I'm also aware not everybody you talk about will like it. Some of them will want to reply. But people made it seem as if, oh my God, she was, again, I have not watched all of her shit. I don't have time to. I don't care to do that. But what it seemed like was Candice's response was based on this because of when she posted it. After Buffy posted this, Candice posted her little thing about getting over shit. But I'm like, if she's reviewing a show, she's reviewing a show. Honey, Shaded Robinson and Ron ain't around for that. You know, Chris is 7 feet tall. Couldn't be him. And then call Candice's husband Chris Dillard instead of Chris Bassett. So again, she's saying shady shit, making assumptions guesstimating shit as people do. People like to look at Buffy as she was on major medicine and she won't let that go. Now she do need to stop putting in her uterus in all her comebacks. Leave your uterus alone. Okay, leave the uterus out of shit. But that lady has every right to want to talk shit and be shady. As everybody is. It's rare. It's you. There are few YouTubers who review these shows who don't say shady shit. And she was being shady as a Candice, saying that it's probably Chris. The reason I would say is not Mia's husband because he wasn't around. Karen said it was about 3 years ago. Mia just came around last year. So it can't be Mia. It has to be a husband who was around about 3 years ago. So that wasn't Mia. So it wasn't G. So it do have to be either. It can't be Juan because Juan and Robin ain't married. If it's a husband, if somebody was a husband, it has to be either Chris Samuels, Michael Darby, or Chris. But I don't have an issue with that lady being what she is. And no, I don't know the lady. I don't watch the shit. Okay? But, whatever. She say she ain't no worse. Look, she ain't no worse than your faves. I'm going to leave it there. Okay? Now, after she put that up, we already watched Buffy's response saying, girl, whatever. Okay? Candice then said, okay, I'm gonna go back and forth, okay? And so when someone said, well, who is Buffy? Exactly, okay? But what did she say? Chris said, go watch and support her. Clearly she needs the attention and the coins. And I'm like, Chris, we still think you and Candice need a coin. And we all were fully aware that Buffy is rich. And to say that Buffy must need the money as if other people on Bravo don't also do YouTube is messy. Heavenly does YouTube. Candy does YouTube. And Candy and Heavenly don't need the money. What's CNA saying? Is this some bullshit? Because we can, what you want to do? I already knew what this channel was giving. You posting all the shady comments about Candice. When Jamie called your ass biased, she was very much so correct. Who called me biased? First, girl. Let me just block. Because nobody could have called me biased. Okay. Let me just hide this person around here. And while I'm going to cuss your ass out. First of all, get the fuck out my face. Okay? If somebody called me biased, send me the proof. Other than that, suck a dick and choke on. Okay? Miss me with the bullshit. So fuck you and anyone who looks like you. Alright. Anyway. Let's keep it going. Because I don't have time. Hey, look. And what girl? Why y'all keep bringing Jamie up? What did Jamie do? Because I don't know who y'all speaking about and why y'all keep bringing up Jamie's name. But with one thing I know Jamie did not do is call me biased. So don't try to do no bullshit, okay? Don't get cussed out. Be trolled, right? Messy girl. I'm like, Jamie ain't call me biased. She don't like the word biased. She don't even call her biased. The fuck are you talking about? Okay. Anyway. It's me with the bullshit. Girls. Because I'm like, what is we talking? I'm like, what is happening? But thank y'all for giving me. Yeah, look, I got time today. Anyway. Lord. Okay. But my point is, Chris saying how, someone needs the money, the coins. YouTube is a coin. YouTube is a full coin. So I was like, whatever. Anyway, they kept talking, okay, on the Twitter sphere, okay, and then Candice was like, had these pedestrians learn nothing from Cardi? Watch these false accusations before I take your lunch money and give it to a mental health institution in your name. This long gnome has the gumption to use my name for a dollar store blogging, but it has to be blocked stalker much. So I was like, girl, look, you do have to be careful over accusations that people are, basically harassing you on social media. Okay. So Buffy saying that, Buffy, where's your point? You know what I'm saying? What's your point? With proof? What the proof? But if she think that, that's her to think that. Okay. Now, Candice, if you want to sue Buffy, go ahead, girl, go ahead. Look, we would love to report about you suing Buffy. Now, I said, not a long no. I was like, girl. But again, I think that's Buffy's point in saying that Candice talked to her how she looked. Because I'm like, oh, y'all know long gnomes are fat. You know what I'm saying? This is weird. But she kept going. And it was either Candice or Chris. One of the two. Chris. So Chris, because again, this is my thing. I also feel like I do not like when the husbands come and get involved with the women, because sometimes she can go too far. And, I'm like, sir, just stop. Just stop. But Chris said it's crazy how people talk about you. Then when it gets back to you, you respond. And then they want to ask, why are you talking about them? Where are y'all from? But she tagged Buffy. Potomac, just messy. Have your husband get at me real quick. I'm like, her husband is a doctor. Why, Chris, what are you doing? What are you doing? Again, I'm like, I'm still confused about why any of y'all is really beefing. Because, in my opinion, a YouTuber doing YouTube shit, saying whatever, being messy, shady, or this messy, whatever it may be, and now y'all fussing back and forth. To me, I'm like, but for what? What's the point? How you right? And I'm like, Chris being Peter. I think the men should always stay out of it. And my thing is, I don't even look at Buffy as a Bravo person. She did one fucking season, and nobody really remembers her from her season. At all. Don't make no sense. So it's weird. I'm like, why even respond? Nobody should respond to nobody. Leave it all alone. If Buffy is so below y'all, she ain't shit, I'd be like, man, fuck Buffy. Because now you gave her the attention that she wanted. But whatever. So they kept talking back and forth. Okay. So Buffy replied, because Chris said, have your husband get at me. Have your husband get at me. So Buffy, Chris, guess what? He's at a medical practice running a clinical trial to get vets off opioids. Okay. He ain't got time for cheering. Okay. Y'all don't like it when folks that you think are nobody's that up for themselves. Keep my uterus and mental health out your mouth, and we are good. Now, again, I don't know what the uterus. I don't know. Whatever stuff Candice has said about Buffy uterus must have been prior, and I had time to go backtrack and find that shit out. But based on the fact that we've heard Candice say cash in before, I'm sure she said some bullshit or whatever. But again, I'm like, what y'all fussing for? Leave it be. Okay. So, and I don't think her husband, he don't care. So it was more back and forth, right? But Chris, my wife is my business. Protecting my wife is my business. Get the fuck off my page. What's wrong with you? You need attention today, I'll give it to you. Chris, leave that lady alone. let your wife handle that lady. I always feel like, look, the men should always stay out of it. She didn't say Christian nice person, but like you also can't talk shit about my wife. Well, like it's like it's weird when someone like it's our relative. It's our relative. It's all messy, and I'm like, well, why y'all back and forth in it? And oops, I told that girl to keep her eyes on her own paper and leave me alone. Now look, you know what I'm saying? But your husband should not be saying shit to that lady, in my opinion. I agree, baby. It's Chris, you are a manager at some hotel or whatever. You got the events on lock. Okay. Candice is around here singing songs for people. Buffy has her own platform to do whatever. Her husband's a doctor. Girl. And I feel like I don't understand the fact that many YouTubers don't like Candice. Some YouTubers love Candice. It can go either way. And a part of being on a show these days is dealing with folks who have opinions. I don't think that Buffy is any much more of a, as Chris want to make it seem as if I'm saying like a nobody or whatever, than anybody else who reviews. Because this is the thing. People who review these shows give y'all shows views. I also agree, Cleopatra. I fully agree. We don't know if Chris is the one typing this shit. I mean, he probably is. He probably is, okay? But he can also be typing what Candice telling him to type, okay? But I'm like, it also aggravates me as a YouTuber when people do one or two things. They call you biased. Why you all, you being petty, whatever. It's like, if people don't think that YouTubers who get people to watch our reviews, they also watch the show. It's a part of promotion for the show. Some folk don't watch our show at all, and they know y'all through YouTubers. So as a YouTuber, I feel like, why the fuck are y'all fussing with Buffy, who the fucking YouTuber? She don't even need the YouTube. She don't need the money. So I'm like, I've seen people say worse shit about Candice, about Chris, in general. So what the fuck is the point? Right, Tracy. She reviewed the show. It was not an attack on Candice. She said she also talked about Beverly Hills Housewife. She called Andy Cohen a dwarf. Buffy called Andy Cohen a dwarf because she was pissed at how he did not show support to Garcelle. We have seen and heard YouTubers say worse shit. Candice referred to Effie as a goddamn bad wench. Was the bad wench? And called her white husband an overseer. We've seen many people on we've heard Heavenly say crazy shit about people on the show as a cast and on her goddamn YouTube channel. I have heard fucking not even read bitches for filth. We have seen many people cuss motherfuckers out as a YouTuber. It's crazy to me. Now, the back and forth shit going on. At one point, Chris called Buffy a hoe. He deleted the tweet, but Buffy put it up in there on her thing. Let me see what's that.
Nephews. Okay. I promise.
So up in the corner, you see a little box that she put because Chris said something like, because I can see it on my thing. Okay. It's probably blurry, but I can see it. Okay. It said, we have definitely made a lot of people on YouTube a lot of money keeping our names in their mouth. That hoe better get my name right before her husband got to talk to me, because she called him Dillard and not Bassett. Chris typed while fussing with Buffy on social media. I can see the shit. Okay. We definitely have made a lot of people on YouTube a lot of money keeping our names in their mouth. That hoe better get my name right before her husband got to talk to me. So y'all up here defending Chris. He called that lady a hoe. Why? She got to be a hoe. And when she seen that, she responded again. So my thing is, that's why men need to stay out of women's business. Because guess what? For some of these shows, if us reviewers stop watching and reviewing, people stop watching the show. People who watching y'all and talking about y'all, good or bad or indifferent, is putting money in y'all pocket too. Because while we're watching it, because if no one watches the show gets canceled. So I took offense, one, to Chris not allowing his wife to fully handle Buffy. Two, he called her a hoe. Now again, I don't know if that was Candice or Chris. What I know is it came from Chris's account. And Chris had been back and forth in it with Buffy the whole time. Period. So that's why I'm looking like people be on some bullshit. Buffy is a fucking YouTuber. Buffy is not a Bravo celebrity on a Bravo show talking shit about Bravo because she was on one fucking season. That barely makes Bravo celebrity. And that was years ago. And now she reviews other shows on Bravo. So the fuck away. That's why she called him Chris Dillard. So Buffy then said this.
Auntie is not going to be low vibrational anymore today. This is it. This is the last thing. Because I'm old. I can't catch up with all the little stuff. I had promised Chris Bassett, because we had a civil discussion on my YouTube, when he informed me that I referred to him as Chris Dillard, which I did not mean to do. And my meaning it doesn't mean anything. It was wrong. So I told him I would apologize, and I'm a woman of my word. So I did. But Auntie doesn't know all the back and forth of the Twitter and the twatter. I didn't know that he called me a hoe. Because I recapped a show that his wife is on, like thousands of other bloggers do every day. There's a problem with a white man calling a married sister, a hoe. I just want to know what y'all feel about that. And then I'm done. Promise.
And to me, she's right. Chris, whoever posted from Chris' account should have not called her a hoe. She is married. She's not a whore. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's the back and forth of it all. Okay. Now, because Chris deleted that shit. Now, when she made her first post, Candice responded saying, hey, you want to be seen so bad. What T-panel? When was this? Who was this? Who was there? We don't see you. I'm not watching what you do, baby. You watching me to pay for the therapy. You're clearly not going to wait. You're watching me to pay for the therapy. You're clearly going to, I guess, need a stop playing these reindeer games. I feel like Candice can't say that she not watching Buffy because how does she know? How does she know what Buffy said? Who told? Because if you don't watch that lady, and we don't know that lady, we don't really know Buffy. We know Candice. We know. But I'm like, if you don't watch her, how did you know what she said for you to make the first post in the first place? I was confused for that. Okay. But again, the whole time, it's like, why the fuck is y'all back and forth in it? Why? And again, if you don't know, that's why I don't get into mess. I make a conscious choice in my life to not get involved in mess. It's also why I try my best to not respond to bullshit comments in the comment section. Because as y'all see, sometimes when I go off, I go off. And I have to reel myself back in. Okay? A part of being in the world of reality TV is that people gonna talk cash shit. And once you get to a point where Candice, because Candice is at a point in her career on the show, she's, you know what I'm saying, she's up there. Okay, I would not be responding to anybody reviewing the show who I feel like, man, ain't nobody. Now she wanted to respond to like Heavenly or Candy, who she may feel like she knows them. But if you feel like you don't even know Buffy and she don't matter, I would not get that bitch the time of day. Let alone let my husband get involved in fussing with somebody. So to me, that means somebody's watching. Because I had no idea, one, that Buffy was on YouTube. And I've always said, when you get involved in messy bullshit, it brings your brand down because it makes you look messy. And you have to choose what's worth being messy about, because you're going to check a bitch and what don't, like, it's just water off a dog's back. Slows off. Now, it gave me content, so we good, okay? But I was like, why y'all back and forth in it? Because nobody knew who Candice was talking to when she made her post initially. No one knew. And then she said, I'm talking to Buffy. I'm like Buffy? But I'm like Buffy? I'm like, Buffy? So I was so confused. Like, why the fuck would it? Why the fuck would it? Don't make no sense. At all. So, to me, it made it look weird. Because it was the back and forth of it all. Now, was it Chris? So when Chris deleted the whole comment, yes, Chris is a white man who called a married black woman a hoe. That's offensive, period. Period, point blank, hard stop. It is what it is. Like, at the end of the day, nobody should call anybody a hoe. Nobody should call anybody a hoe. We know that. But a white man calling me a hoe and I'm a married woman, who the fuck you talking to? What the fuck you mean? So I get it, because that's what it is. Okay? I just want to be arguing with someone who isn't even on their show. Buffy's just doing commentary like me, right? Like many YouTubers. Period. Okay, that's just kind of what it was. Now, at some point, Chris again deleted the whole comment because everybody was like, "What the fuck? Whore? People working like how?" So he deleted the comment, but folks had seen it. Okay, Buffy had seen it, and that's what it was. So someone said he called her a hoe. I didn't see that tweet, but that's crazy. Whatever she said really got them hot. They then said, yeah, but I don't think there's anything a woman could say to make a real man call her out her name. Imagine if G or Chris Samuels had started calling Candy out her name, okay, when she got physical with their wives. It didn't happen because the husbands had more respect for black women. Chris then said it's not. It's not about black women. It's any woman. It was wrong, and I have apologized to her because he that is wrong. Again, that's why men should not be trying to get involved in the bullshit. Because what happens is you say some shit that you think in it because it ain't cool. They then said, well, I'm sure slanderous bloggers can be dealt with like Tasha K. They will get there, just do, and I'm sure you and your talented wife have access to great barista, attorney. Your fans are starting to harass me for speaking up, so I'll bow out here. Good luck. Kristen said, well, I just want to say that your initial comment was warranted. Shouldn't have used that word to call her. So thanks to you and her, and for her for rightfully calling me out on that. Because again, people called him out for the bullshit of it all. Okay, you can't be around here calling us hoes. Because why is she a hoe? Why does her opinion equate to you calling her a hoe? I don't get it. Not at all. And old girl then said, I hope the husbands learn something from this and just stay out of housewife affairs. These horrible battles and petty arguments are so much worse when a man gets involved. Chris said, okay, if it was just housewife affairs, you would be right, but it's not. When you're putting my name in your mouth, speaking lies about me, defaming my character, I have every right to speak on that. That's not just about Buffy, that's anybody. Chris then said, working on you. Oh no, because somebody said how Buffy went on to say that Karen must have been talking about you. And we seen that her saying my deductive reason is that it was Chris. Okay. He said, working on you, this lady better watch her mouth before she end up like Tasha K with the name. I don't like to call women the B word, but she is the literal definition. So he's saying that Buffy is the definition of a bitch. He won't say the B word. Okay. I don't like to call women the B word, but she is the literal definition. We don't care about you, boo. Keep it fucking moving. So, in my opinion, Chris should fully stay out of it. Because you called the lady a hoe. Now you said she's the literal definition of a bitch. Men should stay out of it. Let Candice has every right in her body to say whatever to another woman in the back and forth and handle whatever comes out of it. But when men get involved and start calling women hoes and saying they're the literal definition of a bitch, because now her husband should come at your ass because you have now called his wife a whore and the bitch. Period. And all of this, because Buffy is now a YouTuber reviewing Bravo shows. So, at the end of the day, Candice has a right to want to talk shit about somebody, talk shit about her. I don't mind that. That's human nature. But most celebrities don't really be around here really worried about YouTubers to that degree. To where you're back and forth in it on Twitter. Because YouTubers discuss the shows. It ain't really that big of a deal, in my opinion, as a YouTuber. As long as the YouTubers are not going to these people's pages and talking cash shit in their comment section. Like, I feel like my rule is I do not take any of my opinions to them people's personal spaces. I'm not finna go and harass you on your IG, on your Twitter. That's rude. That's rude in my opinion. If I have an opinion, I do it on my channel. I also leave my comments and my opinions to the show, and that's it. Buffy saying she feel like it was Chris was Buffy's fucking opinion. Had Buffy said she thought it was wine, should Robin be pissed? At the end of the day, Karen was the one who said that her husband hugged her too tight. So it's like, how are you upset that a YouTuber is trying to figure out who Karen meant when she said a husband of the show about 3 years ago hugged her too tight and did not say who it was? And then Buffy said, well, I feel like, okay, could have been Chris too tall. I said it can't be Juan because Juan and Robin ain't married. And Karen said her husband. It could not have been G because G and Mia wasn't on the show yet. So that do leave a couple people who it could have been. But y'all know, I'll be talking. Everybody could have their own opinion about whatever. But again, I want Candice to not have to come down off of whatever horse she on, okay, to be fussing with people as if you have not said worse shit. On the show about your own cast members. She just said that Giselle raising her daughters to be fucked up people in some kind of way. You're raising the girls, and I was like, what? So I was like, it's crazy to me that people feel like, well, fuck Buffy or fuck Candice. I'm like, I'm not saying fuck either one of them. But it's fucking YouTube. It's fucking YouTube. It ain't that big of a deal. Not at all. It's some people don't like Candice because of her mouth, because it's lethal. That's a cross she has to bear. We have to learn what not to give attention to that makes shit worse. Because now I look at your husband as a bitch. Because you called a woman a hoe and say she's the definition of a bitch. Why would somebody... If Buffy husband said that about Candice, if anybody's husband, if anybody said Candice is a hoe and the definition of a bitch, I would say, well, that's fucked up. Because I don't think Candice is a hoe. She's bitchy, but she's not a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Miss me with the bullshit. Anyway, okay. Whose side are y'all on? Do y'all? This is the question. This is the question. Do you feel like YouTubers have the right to review a show and not be looked at as somebody who is jealous of someone on the show? That's question one. Do you feel like YouTubers should be allowed to have commentary, their opinion, on a show without looking like, oh, you're jealous, or you're biased? Like, YouTubers, we're not journalists. It's literally our opinion on what we see. Each person will have a different opinion. My opinion will differ from anybody else's opinion because it's my opinion. Everyone has their own way of reviewing shows, discussing shows, and all that shit. Question two is, Candice does have the right to respond to people, but should Candice not be around here fussing on Twitter about YouTubers reviewing the show? As Trey, I think it was Tracy. I think it was Tracy. What Tracy said, yeah, Buffy did not at Candice. She didn't tag Candice. She didn't go at Candice directly. She did a YouTube review of a TV show on TV. Just wondering. I'm on Team Jaylee. Both women have a right to do shit. Candice has a right to respond if she chooses to, but she don't need to. Buffy has the right to review a show as she wants because of her channel. Now, Buffy, what I will say is, stop making accusations against people if you do not have proof they did that shit. Because that's called fucking slander. That's stupid. Don't do that. Leave your shit to reviewing and that's it. Because once you start accusing people of doing things, they can sue your ass. That's stupid. Okay? That's called stupidity. Okay? And, right. Try to be respectful. I try my best to, I could be ruthless and lethal too with my reviews. But I'm like, that's not fun. I don't think reviews are fun when the person is sitting there just being so like vile. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think reviews should be like fun, shady, little bit messy, but not messy, not like lying on folks or whatever. And they should just be enjoyable. They should be enjoyable. And I feel like once people get too much vitriol or whatever for some shit, I tune out. I'm like, girl, let me mute you. Let me mute you. Because I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Look, one pet peeve of mine is when I get on here and folks aggravate me and I go off, because I try my best to be somewhat love like positivity, but I feel like don't come around here telling me how to do my fucking job. Because I am very respectful of people. I do not be no bullshit. I don't say nobody's name around here. I keep my channel about me and I keep it moving. Because it's enough bullshit going on in the world without us being around. You know, there's enough bullshit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, like, as Candice said, keep your eyes on your own paper. Because when you ignore the bullshit, you really get to what you're trying to do. And Candice, who's trying to have a baby with Chris, she wants to be, to be up in the music shit or whatever. Focus on that. And then Buffy wants to be a YouTuber. Focus on that. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Leave that be. Hello in South Africa. It's 12:45 here in Detroit, Michigan. Okay? So I'm on live. I'm finna end it though. We finna. Yeah, girl. I did not realize why y'all let me talk for 3 fucking hours? I did also know that too, that Buffy cool with Monique, and we know Candice and Monique is no bueno. They're no bueno. So that could really come from that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Okay. But again, I hope everybody had a good time tonight. Okay. I had a good time. I cussed out 2 people, but they deserved it. Okay. They deserve it. Point blank period. Okay. But make sure to like the video. Okay. Comment in the comment section. Make sure to share the video. Okay. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and also Twitter. Y'all know to subscribe to the channel. I will be live probably tomorrow night. Well, tonight, because it's Saturday. It's technically Saturday here. I will probably be live for after 11 at Huntsville at around 9:30 tonight. If I'm back home in time, I don't know yet. But have a good time, y'all. tonight. Go to bed. Okay, I love you all. Okay, I love you all. And again, love, light, and positivity. Okay, in the midst of foolishness. Okay, a good time was had by all. And I love you all. Gotta go. Bye.